wondered how many pitchers were so that has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
To the plate. Now, pretty boy Bubba, high and deep to right center. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone! So it's a two-run shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Juan Soto to the plate now.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Mookie Betts is at the plate as he watches ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Josh Harrison stands in. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He has a 3-for-12 line. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Davis has got it. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
That is it. The center fielder.
Striding into the box, Sanders. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now the 0-1. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Max Scherzer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Michael Conforto is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They have really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Brandon Nimmo is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0. Conforto leads off second with nobody out. 3-0 now. Jeff McNeil waits on deck. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. No balls and 1 strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Hit on the ground. Out to short. The throw to the plate. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Stepping up now, Dominic Smith. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He is out. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. Stepping into the box, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Sanders is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So, second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. At the plate now, Nico Goodrum. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take. Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
A base hit in his first trip. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to third, but that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-2. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Mookie Betts is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 4 runs here in this half inning. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
2-1 now to Mookie. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Lowry ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Ramos has got it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets nothing. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I know you have to have teammates on base to drive runs in, but this guy's had a knack all year of coming through with clutch hits at the right time to put his team on top or come back in some big games. He leads the team in RBIs as he approaches the final push towards free agency.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
Batting up, the catcher, Wilson.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. So here's Brandon Nimmo, and with the bases loaded, a big hit here could at least get him a little closer in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now. 3-2.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. And he will get there to make the run. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Sanders. Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out. 1 away. 1 away now in the Washington third, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1 out, nobody on. he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. The 2-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get to count your favorite. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Willie Calhoun is on deck. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
And the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll move on. Leading off the inning, Dominic Smith, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Two balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Two and two.
2-2.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. At the plate, J.D. Davis. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Down in order go the Mets. They trail 6-1. So digging in now, Nico Goodrum as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Lowry's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for Washington, the designated hitter, Tim Anderson.
So striding forward now, Tim Anderson. He singled his last time up. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Pretty boy Bubba, 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Runner's back. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, now.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side. Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls.
1 run, 4 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch. It can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. There's ball 4.
Perfect.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
1-0.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
2 balls, no strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Michael Conforto waits on deck. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. Ready now, Michael Conforto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Fielded cleanly. Step on the bag for 1. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And, Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out? And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Mookie Betts. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
First pitch on its way. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Sacrifice attempt here. To Lowry at the bag. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So stepping in, Sanders. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 0-1 pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
The pitcher's got to be smarter right there. He blew that fastball right by him, and then he did him a favor by speeding up his bat with a changeup. Nice execution to keep your hands back by the batter.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. So it's 1st and 2nd with 2 men gone, and into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at 3rd, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally,
1 run scores, and the 2nd runner will pull up stakes over at 3rd, so 1 run is in, and the bases stay loaded with 2 away.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Now a curveball misses inside.
looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. And oh, the the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The first baseman, number 2.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
The batter, number 24.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
I got to count.
To 2-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
First pitch coming. Here it is. J.D. Davis comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now. From the stretch.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey.
Looking at his career totals, Cespedes comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Now the 0-1.
Ball, that's in. Ball 2.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 home.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You just can't do that in a game. You cannot swing at ball 4 with the bases loaded. I had one coach tell me, and I never forgot it, when the bases are loaded, take the pressure off yourself and just try and get the guy in from third.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Here's Jed Lowry now. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Bases full now following the error. And next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. On his way to pitch number 100. Line drive to left. Soto is there. Let's see if they test it. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 30.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
1-0.
And a fastball. To start things out here, not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's a ball.
And that's too high, ball 2.
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Outside, 3-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home.